Thank you for listening to today's episode of Medical Device Global Market Access by Pure Global. Today we are diving into one of the most significant challenges facing in vitro diagnostic, or IVD, manufacturers aiming for the European market: performance evaluation under the IVDR, Regulation EU 2017/746. While the transition deadlines have been staggered, the requirements for demonstrating performance, especially for higher-risk Class C and Class D devices, remain a substantial hurdle. Many delays in achieving CE marking trace back to gaps in the Performance Evaluation Report. The IVDR establishes three core pillars for demonstrating device performance. The first is scientific validity. This is the fundamental association of your analyte with a specific clinical condition. You must prove with objective evidence that what you are measuring is clinically relevant. This is typically achieved through a comprehensive literature search, a review of scientific opinions from experts, or results from early proof-of-concept studies. This evidence is compiled into a scientific validity report, which becomes a foundational part of your technical documentation. The second pillar is analytical performance. This is where we demonstrate that the device can correctly and reliably detect or measure the target analyte. It involves a series of studies to characterize attributes like analytical sensitivity, specificity, accuracy, precision, and the limits of detection and quantitation. For many manufacturers, this feels familiar, as it involves controlled lab-based or bench testing. However, the IVDR demands a much higher level of detail in the study plans and final reports than the previous directive. The final and often most underestimated pillar is clinical performance. This demonstrates that the device performs as intended and provides a tangible clinical benefit in the target patient population and for the intended user. It's about showing the device is safe and effective in a real-world clinical setting. For high-risk devices, this almost always requires conducting one or more clinical performance studies. These are complex undertakings that involve drafting detailed study protocols, securing ethics committee approvals, managing patient recruitment across clinical sites, and performing rigorous data analysis. Underestimating the time and resources required for these studies is the single biggest reason we see for delayed market access. Notified bodies are scrutinizing clinical evidence with unprecedented rigor. A proactive strategy is essential. Manufacturers must treat performance evaluation not as a final checkbox, but as a project-long endeavor that informs device design and validation from the very beginning. If your team is navigating the complexities of IVDR performance evaluation and needs support with clinical strategy or technical documentation, please check out Pure Global. We specialize in helping medtech companies achieve and maintain global market access. You can find links to our free AI tools and our global regulatory database in the description. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.